Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Welcome to Roots of Deen. Today we're going to talk about how fear affects us, how we can rise above it, and how Allah is always with us, guiding us through every storm. So take a moment to breathe, stay with me, and let's dive into how Allah helps us conquer our fears, one step at a time. Number one, the moment of calm. After dua, have you ever felt fear grip your heart so tightly that it seems like there's no escape? When you're worried about your future, your health, your loved ones, it feels like the weight of the world is on your chest. The thoughts racing through your mind make everything feel worse, don't they? But then, in the midst of that fear, you pause. You close your eyes, raise your hands, and whisper a simple dua to Allah. It could be just a few words, a sincere plea for help. And then, the magic happens. A sense of calm washes over you. That peace, my friends, is no coincidence. It's Allah's mercy reaching out to you, comforting your heart in your time of need. Allah knows what we're going through, and when we make dua, it's a powerful reminder that we are not alone. The feeling of peace after a heartfelt dua isn't just about asking for relief. It's about recognizing that Allah is the one who grants us comfort. In fact, the Quran reminds us of this beautiful truth. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. 13:28. Fear thrives on uncertainty, and when we're anxious about the future, we imagine worst-case scenarios. But when we remember that Allah is in control, we begin to let go of that fear. Allah's peace is more powerful than any fear we face. So remember, every time you feel calm after dua, it's a sign of His mercy at work. Number two, Allah's guidance through signs and people. When we're consumed by fear, it can feel like we're facing everything alone. We try to find solutions, but nothing seems to work. But here's the beautiful thing. Allah sends His guidance to us in unexpected ways. Sometimes it's through a random conversation, a verse from the Quran, or even a piece of advice from a friend. For example, you might be struggling with a big decision, not knowing which way to turn. You've been praying for answers, but still feel lost. Then out of nowhere, someone shares a story with you or offers advice that resonates with you on a deep level. That's Allah's guidance. Remember the words of the Quran, and whoever fears Allah, He will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty. 65.2. This is the beauty of Allah's guidance. It comes at the perfect moment, giving us clarity when we need it most. When you feel lost or uncertain, Allah is always sending you signs. It might not always be a grand miracle, but those small moments of clarity are proof that Allah is with you, guiding you through. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed by fear, look around for those signs. The advice you receive, the random encounters, or even a verse from the Quran that seems to speak directly to you, these are all reminders that you are never alone. Number three, small solutions to big problems. When we're afraid, everything feels larger than life, doesn't it? Fear magnifies our problems, making them seem insurmountable. But here's the truth. Allah doesn't always give us immediate, grand solutions. Instead, He sends us small, meaningful steps to guide us through. As the Quran beautifully says, indeed with hardship comes ease, 94:6. This means that even in the midst of challenges, Allah places small moments of relief in our path. It might be as simple as receiving some unexpected help or having an uplifting conversation with a friend. These small moments may not solve everything, but they're enough to give us the strength to keep going. For instance, imagine you're struggling financially and don't know how you'll manage. Then suddenly you receive a job offer or someone lends you money without expecting anything in return. It's not the full solution, but it's a sign that Allah is working in ways you might not immediately see. These small solutions, though seemingly insignificant, are part of Allah's plan to guide you toward bigger relief. They build your trust in Him, showing you that even when the big picture is unclear, He's with you every step of the way. Number four, trusting Allah's timing. Fear often comes from the unknown. We fear what might happen in the future, and our minds start to create worst-case scenarios. We wonder, what if things don't work out? Or what if I'm stuck in this situation forever? But one of the most powerful signs that Allah is helping you through your fears is when He inspires you to be patient and trust His divine timing. In the Quran, Allah tells us, and seek help through patience and prayer. 2:45. Patience is not passive, It's an active form of worship. It's trusting that Allah's plan is better than ours, even when we don't understand it. When you feel inspired to be patient, it's a reminder that Allah is guiding you to trust Him, even when everything feels uncertain. Imagine someone who has been searching for a job for months, feeling fearful of financial instability. As they make dua and trust in Allah, they begin to notice that their anxiety fades, and they feel a sense of peace. This is the power of patience. It doesn't mean you stop working hard, but it means you trust that the right opportunities will come at the right time. So if you're struggling with fear and uncertainty, hold on to patience. It's a bridge that connects you to the relief you seek. And trust me, when you let go of the need for immediate answers and embrace Allah's timing, you'll see that everything happens exactly as it should. Number 5, turning to the Quran and Salah. When fear takes hold, it can feel like the world is closing in on you. But there's something amazing that happens when you turn to the Quran and Salah during those times. Even if your problems aren't solved right away, you'll feel a sense of peace and strength that only comes from being closer to Allah. The Quran is full of wisdom and comfort. It's not just a book, it's a lifeline. When you feel lost or overwhelmed by fear, the Quran and Salah become your refuge. They remind you that you're not alone, that Allah's mercy surrounds you, and that His plan is always unfolding perfectly. Many times when we're struggling, we'll open the Quran and come across a verse that speaks directly to our hearts. That's not a coincidence. It's Allah's way of guiding us. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, uncertainty, or any other fear, the Quran has verses that will bring peace to your heart. Similarly, Salah is a direct conversation with Allah. It's a moment where you can pour out your fears, your worries, and your hopes. It might not always remove the problem, but it will strengthen your heart and help you face whatever challenges come your way. Conclusion: fear is something we all face, but with Allah by our side, we are never truly alone in our struggles. The signs of His mercy are all around us, in the calmness after dua, in the unexpected guidance through people and signs, in the small solutions that lead us to bigger relief, in the patience He inspires within us, and in the strength we gain from the Quran and Salah. So the next time fear tries to take control, remember that you are stronger than it. Take a deep breath, make dua, and trust that Allah is guiding you every step of the way. Your faith in Him is the key to overcoming your fears. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. How has Allah guided you through your fears? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Roots of Deen for more reminders to strengthen your faith and relationship with Allah.